That's a good one for these waters, isn't it, Tofield?
Now that is a nice Pickwick smallmouth.
But that's dinner.
O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson is presented each week by Works Power Share. Share batteries, save money.
Hello again, everyone. I'm O'Neill Williams, and welcome to our program. Today's program is about going fishing with your family, the places to go, the resources that are available, and what joy you can achieve just fishing with a little 9-year-old girl. We're in Georgia, and I guarantee you, the state in which you live, the Department of Natural Resources has ponds and lakes and streams and places to go hunting and shooting and hiking, and you need to avail yourself of those, and we'll show you how today. But more than anything, I get to go fishing with Jaden. She's 9 years old, and we'll show you how she can catch them. How do you know we're going to catch any?
I don't know. I have high hopes.
You have high hopes? Mm-hmm. Okay, I do too. I think we'll probably do very well. Oh, you've got a look at the little seat you've got out here. I've got my seat. It's a bucket. What do you use?
I use Fisher's Choice.
Okay, now we've got some super worms, and we have some wax worms, and we have some crickets. Which one would you like to use first, do you think?
Super worms.
The super worms. All right, let's get the super worm. Okay. All right, let's give it a try. Let's see if we drop it right off the side of the dock. We got spider webs here.
Yeah. Just drop it?
Yeah, just put it right down there. We'll just put it close to the dock. I know the people who make that stuff. Do you know them? It's a guy named Doug Hill.
Seriously?
Yeah, he makes the stuff.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. So is that my dad, or is it another Doug Hill?
No, I think it's your dad.
Okay.
Get him! Get him! Get him! You got him! You got him!
Oh, gosh.
Oh, look what a big catfish you caught. Look at him. You want to touch him?
Yeah, I want to touch him.
Touch him.
Ooh, cool.
Now see this line going down his side? That's what's called his lateral line. And that's what he uses to hear.
Really?
Yeah. See, he feels everything all over his whole body. And this line right here of nerves, that's what transmits the sound in there. He said hello. Hello. In watching the program today, I know you want to know everything about where we are. Jennifer, go
All
ahead.
right, so we're here at the Charlie Elliott Wildlife Center today, and this is a almost 7,000-acre property.
I had no idea it was so large.
Very big, very big. And we, on this property, we have public fishing areas, tons of ponds, 15 ponds that you can go fishing in. We've got a wildlife management area, so there's lots of hunting opportunities. We even have shooting ranges where you can practice your archery or your firearm shooting. We have an educational center in and of itself where we host kids programs like the ones that we're going to be talking about today.
How many people visit here every year?
Well, you know, probably 40,000 come fish here every year.
It's a great place for the entire family, and you should look it up, the Charlie Elliott Wildlife Center.
O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson, brought to you by your Southeast Toyota dealer. Let's go places. The Whitetail Institute of North America. Research equals results. Tough Shed, premier builder of sheds and garages. Carolina Skiff, go anywhere, do anything. And by Zach Brown's Southern Grind Knives. Only the best make the cut.
Bunch of bait stealers. Look.
Aw.
Keep a good lookout on yours. I
Do
can
they taste like real worms?
I don't know what they taste like. I don't know what Oh, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. You got him.
Gosh.
I bet that's a brim. All right, let's lift your line up.
Oh, gosh.
Like you did before.
It's kind of hard.
Oh boy, okay. This is a bluegill.
Cool.
You know why he's called a bluegill?
Because it has a blue gill?
Because he has a bluegill. That's right. And that right there is probably a female. And the reason I know that is he's not, if it were a male, he'd be real dark colored. A light color like that means it's probably a female. I bet we could sit here and catch them all day. What do you think?
Probably.
Would that be all right with you?
Yeah.
I'll bet it would. You throw him back?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's try it again. You're getting good with that reel. You're getting a bite. Watch. Go ahead and get him. Jerk. Oh,
Oh, man.
phooey.
Did he... They're so rude.
They're getting, I believe,
Well, at least some of my words
I
on there.
believe these are educated fish.
Probably.
You know how, you know how I know that they're educated? Because they're in schools. I got one. Our super worms are super. He was hungry. All right. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. You got him, you got him. Oh man, you catch the big ones.
Whoa, what is...
All right, swing him over this way. Now, this, look at one. He's got an orange belly. I wonder what kind he is. Probably the same thing. He's just probably been eating orange stuff. We could do this all day. School's out. We could spend the afternoon here.
Yeah.
Okay, put him back. And we'll put on another. These are super worms. One of the great things for you to keep in mind in family excursions, fishing on the lake, fishing off the dock, fishing in the river, is to use live bait when you can. It's always better. You don't have to be as much of an angler. You put the bait out there and you catch something. Well, here's a great idea. It's called Fisher's Choice. Little cans like this and little cans like that, a little bit bigger. And it's just like using live bait, but without all the hassle of live bait. See, these are wax worms, and the fish can't tell that they're not alive. They all were alive, but they're not now. And they last for years and years. Here's the wax worms. Here's a great idea, crickets. They're just like crickets because that's what they are. Comes in a little can. And what Jade and I used today, we almost used them all, are the super worms. Like that. It really does work without all the hassle of live bait. It's called Fisher's Choice, and you can get them everywhere. Jaden is 9 years old and she's a successful fisherman already. Do you have a lot of visitors that are children for that sort of thing?
Yes, we actually have specific kids fishing ponds
okay.
and kids fishing events. So every year across the state, Georgia hosts on our 9 public fishing areas, kids fishing events. And these events have kids that come and get opportunities to catch a fish, touch fish, feel a fish, maybe even take home one to eat.
Isn't it funny how every photo you see with a child with the fish,
There's
they're
a
smiling.
smile.
Yes, they're
There's
smiling.
a smile
Right.
for sure.
And you're guaranteed to catch them here, I'll tell you.
Yeah, we stack the deck.
Indeed. Time for the Southern Grind guest book this week. A question from Ray Deal in High Point, North Carolina. He says, I love your show. I like it when it starts that way. What do you think is a good all-around backup sidearm, say, for deer, hogs, coyote, and so on? I carry a Glock Model 20 10mm. But the thing for you to keep in mind is to check in the regulations for the use of a pistol for hunting. For instance, in Georgia, there's a minimum caliber for you to carry. So if you're in the woods and you've got a caliber that's not approved and you take a deer, you just broke the law. So your sidearm should be big, heavy, and legal. And that's your Southern Grind guest book question. And if you would like to win a Southern Grind knife, go to o'neilloutside.com, leave a question or comment. If we use it on the show, Zach Brown will send you a knife, and it's a good one.
This portion of O'Neill Outside is presented by the Georgia Department of Tourism and Economic Development, the Georgia Department of Natural Resources Wildlife Resources Division, and Georgia State Parks and Historic Sites.
There he goes. Get him. You got him. You got him. Oh, he got off.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Let's see your bait. Let's see if you. Yeah, we just didn't get him quite good enough.
Nope.
Let's put you on another one. What do you say?
Alrighty.
Uh-oh. Get you a big fat one. They like big fat ones. Oh, there he goes. He's got it. Reel him up. Hey. Oh.
Oh my goodness, he's got.
It's a big one. Oh man, what have you got on there?
I don't know. Something that weighs more than me, I guess. Gosh.
Let's pick your rod up and see if we got him. Oh, it's a big one. It's our big old catfish again.
Really?
You sound disappointed.
No, but it's like big.
Oh, he's big. Wow, Jaden, look.
He's big.
Yes, he is big. And what do you remember what that was called? That was his lateral line.
Lateral.
That's right. When you go back to school tomorrow, you can tell everybody, he said hello again, that you caught two great big catfish. And what are these called? You remember those? Barbels.
Barbels.
Barbels, that's right. And that's how he tastes his food before he eats it, huh? We ready for him to go back? All right, toodaloo. You are a cat fisherman. Okay, you're all set.
Alrighty.
Oh, oh, you got him. Oh,
Oh.
he got off. It happens. But you're real good about that. Well, that was a fresh worm. You want to get me another one?
So, wait, he got it off?
Now that right there is the way we put them on there so that they get. We'll try that out. Okay, you're on your own.
Alrighty.
Okay, get him. Get him. Get him.
Oh.
Get him. You got him. Boy, they're getting bigger and bigger. This is why they're called hand-sized brim, because they're just about the size of your hand. Put your hand out here. I'm not going to, it's even bigger than your hand.
Yeah.
How about that? Okay. I'm going to try for one too. I'm going to fish right there next to you. Here's a tip from TJ at True Turn that's going to make you more well-liked. What's that? Be more courteous at the ramp. When you pull up to the ramp, have the boat ready to put in, not that you sit there and arrange your tackle or your lunch or put ice in the cooler. No, be ready. Put in and take out promptly. That will give other people more time at the ramp to do likewise. And people may end up liking you. I don't know. But anyway, that's a True Turn tip from TJ And you keep that in mind at the ramp.
We have more from O'Neill and Travis, but first, let's thank these sponsors. Your Southeast Toyota dealer. Let's go places. The Furminator, best food plot implement on earth. Year One muscle car parts. O'Neill's new Real Gun and Marine Oils, naturally the best. And by Crocodile Bay Eco Resort in Costa Rica. Now, let's join O'Neill for wild game and fish recipes on the Big Green Egg.
Boneless grilled pork loin. This is great. This is fabulous, but you've got to pay attention to me. All right, olive oil, so everything will stick. Let me rub it on there real good. All right, garlic. I'll rub it all on evenly, don't worry. Pepper, salt, paprika, smoked paprika, okay? God, we looked all over the place for this in the store, okay? Cayenne pepper. And then finally, onion powder. Now give me a chance to rub all this on here, and I'm gonna put it on the Big Green Egg. And what you want to do here is have an internal temperature on pork like this. Be patient. The internal temperature needs to be about a 140. Grilled pork tenderloins with garlic and all this other stuff with an internal temperature of 140. Stick with it now, like always, and you'll be happy about it. Grilled boneless pork loin, heavily seasoned. Man, oh man, take a look at that. And my new Southern Grind butcher knife. Want the recipe? Well, you can get it. O'NeillOutside.com, BigGreenEgg.com. Big Green Egg, the ultimate cooking experience. I got one. See, all I had to do, oh, goodness gracious. All I had to do was say waxworm, and I caught one.
He's huge.
Yes, he is huge. Oh. Come here. Jaden, you didn't bring the net.
No.
Look at him. Let's see if we can get him unhooked real easy. You ready for me to put him back?
He's looking at me funny.
Slimy. And I don't have a rag. This is what blue jeans are for, right? But this is a wax worm. Have you used these before?
I think so.
I think you have too. I'll use a wax worm too. Oh, you got, there he goes. Oh, you got a brim. There you are. Now, it's time to go to school. Ready? Now, you tell me. What is it?
A bluegill.
A bluegill. Is it a male or a female?
Female.
It's a female bluegill. Why?
Because it has really light colors.
Right, light colors. That is correct. It is a female bluegill that I'm going to put back in the lake if I can. She's learned so much today, and I'm thrilled that she has. So I think it'd be a good idea maybe if you took a kid fishing. I know that there's a, you ready to put him back? Okay. There's a radio show that comes on every Saturday morning. Have you ever heard it? It's a radio show. I'm on it.
Really?
Yes. And you know what I say at the end of the show?
What?
I say if you're too busy to go fishing and take a kid along, then you're too busy. Jenner, if you had to make a guess, how many people watching this program today as a percentage? is going to understand or know already who in the world pays for all of this.
Goodness, that's a hard question. I guess maybe a third of people are very aware of how wildlife conservation and facilities like this are funded.
Okay, why don't you tell me then, for that other 2/3 that are watching right now, how it gets done?
Well, hunters and anglers are the original conservationists. They have been paying for wildlife conservation all over this country since through hunting licenses and fishing licenses, and also an excise tax on every piece of equipment that they buy to hunt and fish.
Okay. So people that say, well, taxpayers pay for it, it's really not correct, is it?
No, it's not. It's not correct. Those funds are set aside for only wildlife conservation, and that's through federal laws called the Pittman-Robertson Act and the Dingell-Johnson Act, also known as Wildlife and Sport Fish Restoration.
Okay, so when it came time to pay for conservation, it was the hunter and fisherman who said, I'll pay.
That's exactly right.
Right, and now another 250,000 people just heard that.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yes, it is.
We think it's very important to tell that story every chance we get.
Indeed it is.
Closed captioning is provided by Fisher's Choice, the ideal solution to live bait.